Well, today we are joined by the former president, that is Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, where we are going to engage him in discussions pertaining to, that is, his personal life. We are not going to focus on politics or anything that has to do with, that is, his office work. A very good morning to you, Honorable. How are you?
Good morning, and I'm fine. And how are you?
I'm doing quite great. It's so wonderful to have you here today, where we are going to focus on what you are busy doing right now, life after office, how it has been. We picked up that you've actually picked up a new hobby, and that is golf. The other day, you took part in golf at that is country club. So that is why we are here to just check up on your well-being. So, Doctor, just tell us, how has life actually been after office?
Thank you very much for the interview. This is the very first time I'm having an interview with One Africa Television. So you are making a record, you are making history. Life has been calm, stable, and predictable. I know exactly I'm at home with my family. I am not in a rush to do this or to do that. And I'm not receiving calls to say so and so want to see you, and or such a call is so urgent because it's coming from such a such important person, or even coming from outside the country. It has been very comfortable, predictable, and good.
So, Honorable, you want to tell us that this is a life that you've actually been looking forward to, relaxed at home, focusing on your family.
Exactly. It is, in my case, it came at the age when I was ready to calm down. Over 80, you don't expect to continue being active until when, you see. You need it. I needed that break. After so many years in government, I was in government the day of independence, apart from the other activities I have done before independence. So after 35 years in government, I think it is good to go back home, to settle down, to be with your family and wife, especially, as many hours as you can. And that had been a blessing for me. I consider it a real blessing that I lived up to the level that I can say what I have done is done, what I have left undone. There are many Namibians who are able to take it over. And therefore, I'm happy where I am now in the stage of my life.
All right, that's quite interesting. But can you just describe for us briefly what a typical day looks like for you now compared to when you were in the office?
Okay.
Daily activities?
Daily activities, you wake up. You don't have to wake up at 6 to be ready by 7, to be in office by 8. Okay? You can wake up whenever you are ready to wake up. You can have your cup of tea, rooibos tea, anytime. You can have it at 8, you can have it at 9, you can have it anytime you are ready. Lunch is predictable at home or wherever you book it. And then it also depends where I am. If I am at home, is what I have described. If I am on the farm, it's a different thing. You just wake up, you check whether your animals have water. It's very, very important. And whether your animals are there, and whether you have to drive around and see where they are and how they are doing. Early in the morning, you can do that, or after breakfast, you can do that. In the middle of the day, it's too hot, you sit down, you sit home, you sit at the house. And in the afternoon, especially after 3, or even after 4, you can do other things. Gardening, look at your birds or look at your goats, and so on. It has been very stable, predictable. Nobody just say you have such a meeting or you are being called to this or that meeting, and that had been very, very good.
So you've described a life of a senior all in one. We are speaking about rooibos tea. We picked up that's your favorite. And then you looking after your animals, be it kettles, birds, and also gardening. That's your day right now. And what has actually surprised you the most about life after politics?
I must say that what surprised me most is that how kind and nice people will be when you are out of office. Nobody is shouting at you. Nobody is putting funny photos in the magazine or anything about you. You do not even see your picture in newspapers. So you are comfortable. You are under no illusion or threats or attack or misalignment. You know, it is what that surprised me. And people still give you the respect of a former president. Mr. President, can we take a photo? Can you do what? Children come to you and they want to hug you. That is good. Friends who are good friends are still in touch with you. Some of them are your good friends, but they are still busy, so you can't bother them all the time. But those of us, like former Speaker Peter Kachabibi, my age mate, or my senior, but age mate, we are in communication. Former Prime Minister Hertha Ekandjo, we are in contact because you can call them anytime knowing that there is no possibility that they are busy with something very important, just like you. And that has been comforting.
All right, that's quite interesting. Keeping in touch with the old buddies,
with old friends, yeah.
Yes. All right, and are there any hobbies or passions that you've picked up that you didn't actually have time to do when you were in politics, when you were in office?
Farming was also always a passion. My first ministerial position was that of Minister of Agriculture. I'm the first Minister of Agriculture born north of the Red Line. And I have quite an effort to adjust myself and to be accepted by commercial farmers. Now they are colleagues, they are farmers like me. Okay, and that's those are some of the things. Farming is very, very important to me. It also gives you time and to practice whether you are still having energy. And what I have been doing, debushing and doing some handiwork, I still say, okay, I am a person born in the north. We are known for manual labor. I am not different from others. I can still do manual work. Okay. The others is to read what you could not read before. You read books. You read the Bible. You have time to read, and I have time. I have English Bible, Oshindonga Bible, Rukwangari, and Oshiherero.
Okay,
and to compare the quality of the translation. Some of the English translation are not as good than Oshindonga or Oshiherero, and vice versa. So that's had been. I wrote a book called The Evangelist. It tells the history of missionary work, especially from the south. And the names you pick up, the Fredericks, the Vet Boy, the Swart Boy, the Goliath, all those, they are these people we are talking with now in parliament and in education and in society. They are grandchildren of those people who were the first Christians in the south. So it gives you the background of how Christianity entered Namibia, and also give how society developed, which family acquired Christianity earlier, what they have done with that, what have they done with education, and what have done for the whole country at large.
An icebreaker, Honorable, you've mentioned debushing. Is the Ministry of Environment aware of this?
Yeah. No. That is not a problem. Actually, I'm doing a favor not for the Ministry of Environment, but for the Ministry of Agriculture. So let them be the one to work that out.
Yeah, those two ministries,
The
yeah.
two ministries are competing in complementary way. So I'm not doing debushing for the sake, I'm not making charcoal. I'm debushing just to clear my land. Yes.
All right.
And to have more grazing area for my animals, and to have more animals hopefully in the future. Yeah.
It's quite interesting and it's something wonderful to hear. But to get to the serious part, what advice would you give to the current leadership?
What do you mean with the leadership?
The current ministers, what advice will you give to them for them not to make, mess up here and there and stuff like that? Yeah.
No, I left State House in March, and I have good connection to Her Excellency Dr. Nangolo Mbumba. So when we have to advise one another, we have to advise one another in camera. Okay? So, but I can give general advice. And general advice is applicable not only to ministers or to members of parliament, but to all the citizens. Truly, we must love our country. It's a good country, it's a large country, it's a beautiful country. It's actually a country where other people are fighting to be citizens of Namibia. They are appealing to be permanent residents of Namibia, citizens of Namibia, and therefore we must be the proudest citizen, the owners of the land, where we can trace our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents to this land of ours. The other thing is to avoid the anti-things. We cannot continue to practice tribalism, regionalism, and still think that we are Namibian citizens. The citizenship is a very expensive classification, and therefore, as citizens, we must love our country, we must love ourselves, we must respect ourselves, we must respect our fellow citizens. That one I can give. And we must really start to love something, you must work for it. If you have a business, you must work hard for it. If you have a family, you must work hard to protect it and to feed it. And if you have a country, all of us need to work truly hard, whether it is in agriculture, whether it is in mining, whether it is in the area of tourism, whether it is in the area of education, whether it's in the area of managing our hospitals. We are the owners of this land. We must take decisions and we must be ready to implement those decisions.
And as an elder, it's always good to get advice as young people. What is your advice to us, the young people of the country?
The young people are saying that you are already leaders. So be careful how you start your leadership, how you maintain your step-by-step moving up. And we want, young people must be very, very careful not to want only the highest post. You can't climb a mountain from the top. You still have to climb a mountain from the base of the mountain. And therefore, I always say that remember your classmates. Remember the people who were the first to join a regional council or local authority council with you. The group that joined parliament the same year with you. And be friends, be good comrades, be the type of people who can work together and solve problems for the country, who think about Namibia as a whole and not section of Windhoek, part of Karas or part of Comas or part of Oshana. No, you must think nationally and truly believe, and also polish up on our education. Read as much as possible, talk to as many people as possible, and really build up your internal capacity to understand what society is, how it operates, how it is managed, and how it can benefit all the citizens that need to be helped.
All right. Well, that is what we are getting from the former president. We are speaking about Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, who's joined us this morning to just share with us his personal experience of life after office. We thank you very much, Honorable, and
Thank
we
you.
actually hope to speak to you soon again.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you very, very
Wish
much.
you a wonderful day.
Okay, good.